You might have heard the saying that people eat with their eyes first. Well, in the world of e-commerce, they buy with them first too. Photography plays a crucial role in selling products. But before you go spending thousands of dollars on that new camera and lighting setup, I'm going to show you how to take amazing product photos on a budget by simply harnessing the power of your smartphone and natural light. Online trustworthiness of your brand is often judged based on how you visually present it. Since online shoppers can't touch your products, they really base their purchasing decision on the value that the product photo conveys. That often means having high quality, beautiful product photography. So to get started, here's a list of everything you need. A cell phone. The higher the megapixel count, the better. A mini tripod. It's a low investment with a high payoff. It stops camera shake and can help you standardize product photo angles. And trust me, your arms will thank you later. A white backdrop. Your backdrop should always be white because it reflects natural light onto the product, resulting in an evenly lit photo. Remember to look for pure white, as off-white or cream will be more difficult to control light with. Scotch tape. You'll want tape to hold things down and affix things to your backdrop. Sticky tack also works great. White bounce boards. When you're lighting with a window light, there will be a bright side where light is striking the product and a shadow side. This shadow side will typically be too dark, and so we need to use something white to reflect the light back into the shadow, brightening it up. The right room. What I mean by this is you're gonna wanna be in a room with windows. The bigger the window, the more natural light you'll get in. Diffuser paper. And to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. All right, guys, so one thing I realized we forgot to include was brackets. So I went over to the dollar store, picked up these handy dandy barbecue skewers, and they're gonna give us all the support we need. Okay, so now that we have the list of things we need, let's start putting these things together. Place your table as close to the window as possible. You'll want to start with the window 90 degrees to the right or left of your setup. When shooting next to a window, you want to shoot when the day is brightest. Take a look at the weather. Is it a fully sunny day or is it an overcast day? If the sun is too strong, you don't need to completely scrap a photo shoot. Instead, hold a thin white sheet that light can pass through, known as a diffuser, against the window. So as you can see behind me, there's a lot of sunlight coming in. This is gonna create a really blown out image, so we're gonna wanna use some diffuser paper. As I said before, you can use parchment paper, but my window's pretty large, so I'm gonna use this drop sheet that I picked up at the dollar store, and it's gonna give us the exact same effect. This will soften the light and create a less harsh effect. Avoid hard light at all costs, as it often makes colors look more saturated and will highlight even the most minuscule flaws not normally visible to the naked eye. If the sun suddenly decides to hide behind the clouds, causing the level of natural light to drop, make sure that you have your foam boards on hand. That's so that you can bounce and intensify the light to fill shadows. Using a white surface helps reflect natural light from the sun back onto the product. Don't be afraid to play with the angle of the reflector to find the right balance between shadows and lighting. Also, don't forget to turn off all the other lights inside the room you're shooting in, as other light will contaminate the set. This is really important and is such a common mistake. I definitely know I've made it before. I'm not gonna lie. The most crucial part of every photo setup is the lighting, and it's also the hardest part to get right. There's no quick fix or one-size-fits-all solution. Different products will require different lighting since they're different sizes and dimensions. It's up to you to figure out what works best for your products. Be open to trying and adjusting new things. Once you get a handle on the basics, it'll be a case of trial and error until you find the perfect formula. Now that we have our setting and lighting sorted, let's think about angles. No one just wants to see a straight to camera shot anymore, especially not with products. We want to visually answer any questions that your customer might have that the product descriptions don't fully explain. That's why having a variety of camera angles is so important. The ultimate goal is to shoot your product from every angle, giving your customers a 360-degree view of the product. If you're not sure which features you should capture, Focus on features that showcase the quality of your product. Take close-ups of the fabric, print detail, texture, or even your products being put to use. Be sure to highlight the detailed elements of your product, especially the ones that customers might want to inspect. For those new to product photography, I recommend moving around the product rather than moving around the camera. Keeping the product in roughly the same place each time and rotating it means your final shots will all be framed the same. Consistency here is key. These are the main camera angles you should be aware of and experiment with during your photo shoot. Eye level. This shows the product exactly the way you see it in reality. This is recommended for your hero image. High angle shows the product from above, as if you're looking down at it from an angle. Low angle, from below, as if you're looking up at the product. Bird's eye. This shows the product directly from above, as if you're standing directly over it. Slanted. This shows the product from one side, as if you're looking side on at it. Finally, we're ready to shoot. Now, before we start busting out our phone, here's a checklist of tips we're gonna run through to ensure your phone is ready to shoot. Firstly, ensure your phone is charged and you have backup storage to store your images. Set up your white balance. To properly set the white balance according to the light temperature in your setup, touch the WB button and then touch the white background. Check your exposure. Touch the circular exposure button and then touch your product so that the camera knows to properly expose the product. Keep things in focus. Touch the circular focus button and then touch your product so that the camera knows to properly focus on the product. Make sure you lock your settings. When you're finished adjusting parameters, make sure to tap each one again to lock it in place. This will keep the camera from auto-adjusting the settings while you're taking your images. When shooting, we're gonna wanna avoid the zoom feature, as this significantly reduces the quality of the image. Avoid using the flash, as this will overexpose your photo and distort the colors. Once we have our shots, we can start editing them right from our phone. All right, guys, now that we're done shooting our product photography, we're on to the next crucial step, which is editing our photos. Now, don't get intimidated. You don't need a supercomputer, and we're not gonna be doing any intense deep dives into editing software. All you need is your cell phone. And to prove how easy editing photos can be, we're gonna do it right here, right now. Okay, so first thing you're gonna wanna do is go to the App Store and download an app called Photoshop Mix. So you're gonna open that up and you're gonna go to Image where it says On My Phone. That's where you're gonna pull them from. We're gonna go to our Recents. We're gonna come down here. I think we'll go with this picture of this teacup. It looks pretty nice. So first thing you're going to want to do is we did it on the white background because it makes it easier to isolate our object from the background. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to come here and we're going to go to cutout. When we get to cutout, we're going to hit auto, okay? Auto does a lot of the work for us, but as you can see, looking right here, it's not exactly perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit our smart tool right down here, and we're going to get in all the parts that it missed. Make sure to zoom in so that you can really see the detail. You really don't want to get the white background in. So if you do get the white background, so you can see right there, as I did, you're going to go to here, you're going to hit subtract, and you're just going to get it out of there. There you go. So now that we have our image all cut out from the background looking nice and crisp, what we're gonna do is come up here to that layer button and we're gonna hit add layer. Now we're gonna hit color down here and we're just gonna go for the white. White looks really clean and you can't really go wrong with it. So there we go. And oh, where'd the image go? It looks like it disappeared. What we're gonna do is we grab this layer right here and we move it down to the bottom. And there we go. Now it's looking pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with it. We're just gonna hit save, go to our camera roll, and boom. The image is done and ready to be uploaded to your Shopify site. We'll show you what it looks like. Looks pretty good. Most people won't ever know that you filmed it on a cell phone. Other factors you can adjust are aspect ratio, timer, grids, and levels, as well as highlight clipping, which shows you precisely what is overexposed in the image. Once you've taken your images, you can also adjust color, exposure, tone, and contrast. Additionally, you can upload all of your images onto a computer and work from there. The choice is yours. There you have it. Hopefully this tutorial has helped you realize that there is nothing stopping you from starting your own business or taking amazing quality product photography. You don't need a fancy camera. All you need is a bit of ingenuity. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. What videos would you like to see to help you grow your online business? Let me know in the comments below.